I'm Sally and back live with you from Craft Alive Adelaide. I've been let off the leash this morning and I am wandering around, roving around and finding different people to interview today to give you, an insight into what's happening here at the show, and also the chance to talk to such a wonderful range of highly experienced and skilled. I'm just watching the face of the person in front of me. I'm not going to say. People that are just here at the show. It is just an absolutely wonderful event to be wandering around, and it's as much about stopping and chatting as it is about the inspiration and the shopping, of course. Now, talking inspiration, as you can see in the background, I'm here sitting within the SA Quilters Festival of Quilts, an absolutely stunning display. And let's switch the camera. Zara, you are in the hot seat.
I am. Not my favourite spot, but let's do this.
I didn't give Zara any warning. I was going to just come over so she had enough time to put her shoes on.
Yes, I did. Yes.
But not to
I won't
run
embarrass
away.
myself. Yes.
So Zara, you are quilter in residence for SA Quilters.
Yes. Don't quite know how I got here. It's been a long journey. I've had lots of stops and starts. I think if you look at the work behind me, you'll see there's been a slow evolution, but I have loved having the opportunities I've had through South Australian Quilters to grow, to be encouraged by my mentors, to have workshop opportunities, and this year they've honoured me with this lovely display that I can show off my evolution of work. And to top it all off, I was runner-up best of show for a quilt that I never thought would see the light of day, but because it comes from my background as a scientist, so it's an intracellular study. And yeah, it's just a wonderful culmination to about 20 years of stitching.
Would you mind just taking us for a quick walk around?
Sure.
You've just mentioned a couple of different pieces.
Yes.
So maybe you could talk us through that evolution just briefly.
Okay, well, let's come across to one of my earlier pieces. This was 2008, a little challenge I did for the quilting counter when I was a student, and it was meant to be a black and white challenge of a standard size, and I broke the rules. I was disqualified, and then the lovely Lessa girl actually asked me to start teaching. So I went from student one year to teacher the next. But in terms of the progress of my work, I went from being a traditional art quilter to a traditional quilter with patchworking, but was obviously very frustrated because I kept wanting to turn my photographs that I take while walking and enjoying nature, and I decided to turn them into art quilts. So this is work 2013. This is when I began to start getting a bit more serious.
Zoom out on that one.
And was awarded my first blue ribbon. So that's a big moment in my life. And I began to think maybe I could be an art quilter after all. So I kept going, and I've been very fortunate these last 7 years to do artwork that actually has been travelling internationally through the Studio Art Quilts Associates. And they have been very encouraging as well, because my work gets to be seen overseas, has been featured in books and magazines. So I have definitely come a long way from my son's pet praying mantis to more realistic bugs, which have won prizes in earlier Festival of Quilts opportunities. And of course, here is another example of the intracellular study of that indicates how mitochondria, the DNA in mitochondria actually is what connects all humans together, because it's DNA that's inherited from the original mother, and we are all actually related. And I think that was a really important piece to make. I made two at the same time, which is how I've been given this wonderful honour of the runner-up best of show, and it is featured at the front of the building. So I don't know if people have seen that yet.
Let's just wander over
Okay.
there. I'm going to walk over here with you. Now, just for those that don't know your history,
Yes.
so you started out life as
A scientist. I worked in xenotransplantation, which is looking at using animal organs in human transplants. And it was work that we started here in Adelaide, just 3 of us, and that was 27 years ago. And Boston only just did the first. The whole world has been trying to do that, transplant biology, and they only achieved it this year in Boston. So, but it started here in Adelaide with my science group that I was part of. So the science has always been in my blood, and I never thought science and art would combine, but I allowed myself to have a play one night and never thought it would see the light of day. But much to my surprise, it's not only won Best of Show, it's been seen around the world and travelled to America, and had been in a science and art museum. And yeah, it's lovely. It's getting recognised along with traditional patchwork. We have a lot of different styles within this group, within this guild, and they have embraced allowing me to show it off as well.
Just zooming in and just zooming out there. Zara, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For taking the time. We will, so this is Zara, quilter in residence, and
Come and check it out.
runner-up at the Festival of Quilts 2025.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time today.
You're welcome.